8 kills away from reaching her 300 mark.
Wow. Blossom sends it over once again, received by Barnes, that time out of the back row, and a set over to Megan Cooney at the right pin, able to get it down in the middle of the court, just in front of Adana Rollins. We're tied back up at 1. 5 service aces, though. So, as you mentioned, a good serving team as Erica Pritchard sends it over out of the right corner, received by Barnes. Set over to Cooney at the right pin. It deflects off the block and out of play, and we're tied back up now, this time at 2. Since that Ohio State match back on September 26th, as sending it over is the Illini, and it's a service ace that time, Kylie Bruder. Bruder will come out of the right corner once more and clips the tape, and Parker's there on the receive. A pass over to Rollins, left side, goes cross court. Cooper's there on a sliding dig. Over to Terry, cross court, and there was a powerful strike, and Jenna Hampton not able to get enough of it to keep it up, and the Illini are up 4-2 now. An errant ball goes racing through the court. Now Bruder goes cross court, and it's another service ace for Kylie Bruder, and it's 5-2 Illinois. Bruder now goes cross court once again. Starks there on the receive. A pass over to Rollins, left antenna. It's tipped up, and Illinois here setting up. Collins on the slide there. It's dug by Blossom. The joust at the net comes back over to the Illini. Terry there gets blocked but covered, and Terry will go again at the left side. Blocked again and covered once again. Terry will try for a third time, and it's blocked again, but no covering that one.
Stuff the chance from the other team.
We're tied back up at 5 as Penn State's gone a 3-0 scoring run of their own as Hampton sends it over. Here comes Collins on the slide at the right pin, blocked but covered by the Illini. Here comes Terry, and that time it's through the block of Holland and Parker.
It seemed like in Illinois' system, she was able to read that perfectly and get the ball in there.
Allie Holland now back to serve. She sends it over. Nanji's there on the receive. A back set now to Nanji. Right side going cross court. She's able to get it to go. It clips off the arm, or the hand, of Adana Rollins and into the crowd. In the left center part, just in front of that Penn State bench. Sends it down the left side. It's received out of the back row by Barnes. A quick set down the middle there comes Swanson. And now Pritchard from the left side, cross court. Cooper's there on the left side with the dig. And now the left side attack from Terry. Deflected and dug by Penn State. Pritchard one more time. A nice diving dig that time by Barnes. Terry one more time. Rollins is there in the back row. Caitlin Hoard's able to keep it up. Pritchard from the left side. Back row dig by Barnes. Down the right side comes Cooney, and right into the face of Jenna Hampton. And she'll send it over. Brown with the back set to a sliding Collins, and Gabby Blossom able to keep it up. Now Hampton pushes it back over. A joust at the net comes over to the Illini. Now Terry from the left side. A roll shot over is dug by Blossom. Now Parker. A tap down the right side, blocked at the net. Menger one more time, received that time by Cooper. Collins on the slide, and it's a bullet right through the arms of Hampton on the right side.
But that was a nice rally from both.
Here comes Cassie Kirshen in. She had a couple service aces last night. Now Nunji from the left side. A nice dig by Kirshen out of the back row. Sets up Pritchard left side, and too strong, too powerful that time, whatever you want to call it. She sent that one nearly into the wrecking crew there. Diana Brown back to serve for the Illini. Pritchard's there on the receive, but floats it back over, and taking advantage of it is Kyla Swanson. Allie Hollins back to serve. She sends it over down the middle. It's received by Cooper out of the back row. Setting up Cooney, left side. Rollins is there on the dig. Blossom has to race over to the other side to keep it up. Pritchard into the blocking arms of Nunji and Swanson, and down.
Had it straight down into Erica Pritchard's hands, but she was coming down from her attack, so there wasn't any time for her to react.
Nunji there was with the serve, and here comes Parker down the right side trying to go cross court. Too strong with it, and we're tied back up at 17 here in set number 1.
Penn State has been ranked in the last 58 of 60 matchups with Illinois, and both of these teams are very even right now.
Here comes Cooney down the left side. Hampton's there with a beautiful dig. Pritchard now, and another kill for Erica Pritchard. What a return for her. Gabby Blossom now coming out of the left center, goes cross court down the right side. Cooper's there on the receive. Terry's able to push it over as Parker now comes with the right side swing. It's tipped at the net, and a point given to Penn State. They're starting to run away here in this tail end of set number one. They now lead 22-17 for the Illini. First team All-Big Ten just a year ago in that COVID-shortened year. Clips the tape, and it's a service ace for Taylor Cooper. Just down by 3 now as Cooper sends it back over. Hampton's there on the receive. A quick set to Horde. Comes down the right side and catches that right sideline. The relatively packed Rec Hall crowd rises to their feet as Pritchard sends it over. Cooper's there on the receive. Cooney goes with a cross-court tap over. It's somehow kept up, and Pritchard sends it back over. Barnes able to keep it up as Cooney sends it through the block of Horde and down. Kylie Bruder's back to serve. She's had a few service aces on the night. Here she goes cross court. Starks there on the receive. Blossom from out of bounds sends it back in as Parker from the back row pushes it back over. Here comes Collins on the slide. Set 2 about set to get underway. Jessica Nunji gets this one underway. Goes cross court. Hampton's there on the dig. Blossom with a setter dump and a pancake attempt dig by Cooper. Nunji with that kind of angled running serve. Floats it over. Rollins on the receive. Here comes Horde down the middle. Too strong. It sails it over the back line. Well, that is what happened. Thank you for clarifying that, Emma, as it's sent over. And there's no debate on that one, though, as Swanson comes flying through the middle.
Had trouble trying to move over each other in their attempt to adapt to the system.
Here comes Cooney from the right side. It's blocked, but covered by the Illini. Terry this time. No block that time. Splits it through. Makes it 11-10. Parker set up in that back right corner. Sends it down the middle. Cooper's there on the receive from the back row. Here comes Collins on the slide. And it'll be a kill for Kennedy Collins.
Momentum here. It's very back and forth.
Rollins goes down the right side, and here comes Nunji now from the left side, goes cross court. The right corner in front of the Illinois bench, sends it down the middle. Hampton's there on the receive. A pass over to Pritchard. Left side, not able to find the line. Pushes it out of play.
They really needed a big block to continue their lead.
Holland with the serve. It's received by Nunji. A long cross court pass over to Cooney. She's set up in that kind of left center part of the back row, sends it down the right side. It's an overpass that time by Cooper, and right on the doorstep comes Caitlin Horde with a missile.
And right now, Caitlin Horde just served it right back to them.
Blossom sends it over. Cooper with a better receive that time, and coming through the middle is Kyla Swanson. Cooper heads back to serve for Illinois. Rollins is there out of the back row with a receive. A push over to Parker on the left side. It's deflected the net, kept up though. Here comes a quick set to Collins. It's blocked at the net. Caitlin Horde, a solo block.
Lose their energy, which is something that's really helping them at the moment.
Pritchard from the right corner sends it over. And now a cross-court attack, that time by Cooney. As now back to serve is Kylie Bruder for Illinois. Out of the right corner goes cross-court. Starks there, and now it's a free ball sent over by Penn State as they were out of system. A back set to Collins on the slide and a missile. Wow. Just down by 2 now. Bruder down the middle. Hampton's there on the receive. A set to Parker down the right side. It catches the line. Makes it 21-18.
Which is a very difficult ball to return, which is exactly why you want to aim for the line as close as you can.
Hampton out of the left corner, sends it over. Now Terry from the left pin gets it through the block of Holland and out of play. Total kills on the season above 300. As now Terry goes down the left side, and it's a service ace for the Illini. Raina Terry, we talked about her in the pregame. She leads this team in service aces. Illinois bench. She sends it over left to right. Rollins on the receive from the right side. A back set to Parker now from the right side, and it'll pinball around but eventually fall, and it's a kill for Johnny Parker for Illinois. Set up in the right corner. Goes cross court. Hampton there on the receive. Here comes Parker from the back row.
like to favor one particular spot, but Parker's able to find a hole in practically any spot she is.
Little trouble there on the receive, but they're able to push it over. Parker now with the pass over to Pritchard. Back row dig, that time by Terry. Nunji from the left side. It's tipped at the net and down. Gives the point to Illinois. They're just down by 1. Sent over, and Pritchard's there on the receive. A pass back to Pritchard on the left side. Nice dig by Cooper on the cross court. Here comes Nunji from the left side. Rollins is there. Now Parker from the back row one more time. Terry out of the middle of the back row on the dig. Nunji one more time. Hampton's there. It's pushed back over. The Illini set it up. Cooney from the right pin, able to just push it through that blocking arm of Pritchard and into that middle part.
For Penn State and Illinois, they're able to keep the plays alive and not allow really short cutoff rallies.
Brown pushes it over, and Hampton's there on the receive. Pritchard down the left side. It's called out.
So far, Penn State has left ginormous holes.
Diana Brown and the Illini on set point, and they'll take set number 2, a service ace.
That's Illinois' 3rd service error on the match.
All 3 belonging to Cooper. Here is Collins here from the middle, able to just tap it past the blocking arms of Horde, tying this one up at 2. Pushes it down the left side. Cooper's there on the receive. A pass over to Terry at the tap over. It's pushed back up, and now Rollins with the left side swing. Cooper's there out of the back row with a dig. Now Terry one more time from the left side, and Hampton's there one more time. Rollins goes once again. Team just exchanging where they go. And now Collins on the slide. It's somehow kept up by Hampton, and a free ball sent back over by Rollins. One more time comes Collins, and right through the face of Gabby Blossom. We'll head back to serve. Howland's got a service ace on the night. She had a pair last night against Maryland. As now Illinois sets it up, and Kyla Swanson coming through the middle there makes it 9-7 Illinois here in set 3. Set up in that right corner, floats it over, and it'll be kept alive by Parker, and Hampton will send a free ball over, and Cooper's there on the dig. A quick set here to Swanson, and she's able to catch that left line, and Kyla Swanson, 2 straight kills, makes it 10-7 Illinois. It'll be Gabby Blossom back to serve for Penn State. Sends it down the middle. Barnes is there on the receive. Now Cooney, cross court, kill attempt. It goes ricocheting off the arms of Rollins and into the crowd on the opposite side of the court, makes it 11-8.
Looks for and what you expect from her. She's found that sweet spot in the middle and continues to make big plays for the Nittany Lions.
Here comes Kennedy Collins, doing her best Caitlin Horde impression there. Makes it 12-9 for Collins. That's kill number 7 on the afternoon or evening, whatever you want to call it now. Clipping the tape there was Bruder, but it's kept up, and here comes Parker on the right side, blocked but covered now by the Nittany Lions. Rollins now from the left side, gets it through the block, but Bruder's there on the dig. A back set to Collins, now on the slide. There was no blocker in her way that time. As Jenna Hampton's back to serve for Penn State. Knuckle serve over, received by Illinois. Now Collins on the slide. Blossom was there on the dig, and Hampton had to race over to try and get it, but in that process, Menger set up in that left corner. Goes at it again. Cooper's there on the receive. A setter dump that time by Diana Brown makes it 15-12. Illinois, a perfect read for the setter there. Out of the right corner, she goes down the middle, and it'll be a service ace for Kennedy Collins. For Illinois, that's service ace number 7.
In this last play, Penn State was able to make that defensive play, and Bilanovic did really for Penn State and was able to keep the ball alive.
Rollins goes down the right side. Nunji's there on the receive. From the back row comes Cooney, and she's able to catch that back line, makes it 17-13 Illinois. Wiped away as now Diana Brown's back to serve for Illinois. Pritchard there, a little trouble on the receive, but Rollins able to save it, now get it over to Pritchard, who pushes it over the net with a roll shot. Now Nunji, a tap over. Parker's there with a diving dig. Pritchard from the left side going cross court. Cooper's there. Now a back set to Cooney down the right side. And a miscommunication between Parker and Blossom leads to a point for Illinois.
They wasn't able to get it up in the air, get any height on it for Illinois to return.
Blossom here from the back row, a knuckle serve. It's kept up here, and here comes Terry down the left side. It's tipped at the net. It'll be a kill. Illinois, and she'll be back to serve. Goes cross court. Bilanovic there on the receive. Blossom with the back set to Parker going down the right side, and it's another kill for Johnny Parker as it ricochets off the arms of Cooper and into the wrecking crew. We're tied back up at 21.
Get that trajectory and that downspin on the ball, which is hard to return.
Hampton here with the serve. Cooper there on the receive. Now the back set to Collins, who comes running in, and Hampton with a diving dig to keep it up. Parker now blocked at the net. Raina Terrian. Terry's now back to serve for Illinois, coming right down the middle. It's received by Rollins on that left side. Now Rollins with the left side attack going cross court. We're just going to keep going back and forth here, tied back up at 22 now. Gone back to serve, but Menger's had success tonight. A couple service aces for the Nittany Lions. No service ace that time as Cooper's there on the receive. Now from the back row comes Terry, and it's a kill for her. Able to get it through.
To take this set and keep their hopes alive.
Cassie Kirshen's come in to serve, and she sends it over. Received by the Illini. Now Nunji down the left side. Kirshen's there with a diving dig from the back row. It's set to Pritchard. Going cross court. It ricochets. It's kept alive there. Going into the bleachers there was Terry. Now it comes back over. Here comes Holland on the slide. Tipped at the net. Kept up by Illinois. Nunji now from the left side. It's out. She pushed it too far right, and now Penn State on set point here in set number 3. Kirshen back to serve for Penn State. Clips the tape. Kept up by Illinois. Nunji from the left side. Kirshen's there in the back row with a diving dig. Hampton with the pass over to Pritchard. And just not exactly the best pass, and Pritchard wasn't exactly. Diana Brown here back to serve. The Rec Hall crowd trying to get in her head there, and Hampton's there on the receive. Here comes Pritchard left side. It's kept up, and it is not going to be sent back over there by Raina Terry. Redemption time for Erica Pritchard there. Now Jessica Nunji back to serve for Illinois. Kirshen's there on the receive. It floats back over, but Horde with the tap back over. And now it's a chance for Illinois going cross court. Parker's there on the dig. Blossom, a quick set to Horde, dumps it down. Brown is there, diving on the court for the save. Terry now ricochets it off the arms of Kirshen, and now Illinois is on set point here in set number 3, up 26-25. Doing all they can to maybe try and force a service error on the part of Nunji. She gets it over. Rollins is there on the receive. Blossom, the set up to Parker. She goes with a cross-court pushover. Here comes Swanson down the middle, and Illinois takes set number 3 and take a 2-1 lead overall in the match. Going cross-court, Bilanovic there. Keeps it up. Blossom with the pass over to Rollins. Cross-court, Cooper's there with another nice dig. A joust at the net. It's kept up by Parker. Illinois asking for a carry. They don't get the call. Now it's Collins on the slide. Rollins there. Pushes it up. Now Rollins with the left side attack going cross-court. Cooper with the diving dig once again. Now cross-court comes Terry. Wow. Hampton from the same corner pushes it down the middle. Here comes Terry one more time. Deflected at the net. And it falls back on the Penn State side. Makes it 7-5. Bilanovic not able to dive back in time to keep it up. Menger will not come in to serve. And Parker out of the right corner, goes down the right side. Nunji's there on the receive. Now Nunji with the left side attack, blocked at the net but covered by Illinois. She comes once again going cross court, and it ricochets off the shoulder or upper chest area of Hampton and out of play. Makes it 8-6.
Right now Hampton is smiling. She's seeing that she can help with this offensive drive for Penn State.
Kirshen, good placement serve. Nunji able to keep it up, though. Here comes the slide from Holland. Blocked at the net, pushed back over, but it'll go on the outside of that antenna. Makes it 9-8 Illinois.
Definitely. They have an energy now that's very reminiscent of their first set.
Allie Hahn with the serve over, and now it's pushed down the side by Terry. Kept up by Kirshen, and Blossom and a hitting error on the part of Johnny Parker. That ball just had a lot of rotations on it. It might have been difficult for her to really get a control on that.
Depending on where the ball was going to go, so that was a good offensive play by Penn State.
Blossom going down the left side. It's kept up by the Illini, tapped over by Cooney. Parker pushes it along, and here comes Pritchard from the 10-foot line, pushes it over. Now Cooper will set up Terry on the left side, deflected at the net. Blossom will keep it up. Hampton with the back set over to Pritchard, who pushes it along, and it clips that left antenna there.
Spreading the love in terms of where the ball was going to go.
Cooper here, kind of able to make it tough for Kirshen, but here comes Parker down the left side, deflected at the net, kept up. Here comes Collins, and Kennedy Collins has tied it up at 12, a powerful strike.
To help Illinois on the defensive and offensive ways.
Cooper goes down the middle, and Hampton's there on the receive. Now Parker from the left side, out of the back row. It's kept up by Barnes, and now Cooper with the pass up to Terry. Deflected the net. Rollins is there. Now the pass over to Parker. It's pushed back over by Barnes into the net, and somehow finally pushed over by Cooper. Now it's Horde. Down the middle she comes. Brown is there on the dig on the right side. Now from the right pin comes Cooney going cross court, and she catches the far left line, and Illinois takes a 13-12 lead.
And now it's brought a lot of energy onto both Penn State's bench as well as in Rec Hall.
Here comes the swing from Terry on the left side. Blossom's there with the dig, and now Hampton over to Rollins from the 10-foot line on that left side. It's kept up by Barnes. Cooney down the right side and through the block of Rollins, and Horde ties it up at 14. Now out of the right corner, she pushes it, and it's a service ace for Kylie Bruder. Bruder sets up in the right corner one more time. Goes back across. Bilanovic there with the receive. A back set now to Parker, right side. Cooper's there with a nice dig. Here comes Terry, blocked at the net, but it goes back out of play. She's been all over the court for Illinois. Back to serve now. A bullet kept up by Bilanovic, and here comes Kennedy Collins. Penn State falls to an unranked Illinois team. It'd be different sports, though, as now we're back underway. Terry sends it over. Bilanovic on the receive. And Rollins able to get it through the block of Collins and Brown on that left side. And sets it up from the left corner. It's received by Cooney. Now Collins on the slide. Blocked at the net. Donna Rollins, a solo block, and we're tied at 18. Not coming in. Not sure what the ruling is there, but Rollins goes down the right side there as Nunji's there on the receive. Here comes Swanson on the slide on that right pin going cross court, and Parker not able to keep it up. We're up.
You do not want to lose. You do not want to lose to a takeaway from Illinois right now.
Pritchard there on the receive. Now she has the attack from the left side. Blocked at the net. It's Diana Brown back to serve for Illinois. She's set up in the right corner in front of the Illinois bench. Pritchard's there on the receive. Now a back set to Holland, who's on the slide there. Brown is there with the dig on that cross-court attempt. Now Cooney, blocked at the net. Erica Pritchard, Allie Holland. A big block there gets Penn State back within one. They're down 21-20.
Eighth block of the day today.
Holland there on the serve. It's sent over. Here comes Cooney left side. Rollins is there with the dig. It's set to Pritchard. Left side going cross court. And not able to keep it in. They're calling for a tip there. They're not going to challenge it here. And now Nunji set to serve here. Pritchard's there on the receive. A set to Horde, who taps it down, and that one falls.
To fake out Illinois and keep that ball from being returned.
Blossom now going cross court. It's kept up by Cooper, and now Terry at the left pin. It's blocked but kept up by Penn State. Blocked again, there was Parker, but it's covered. Here comes Pritchard left side, tipped at the net and kept up by the Illini. A back set now to Cooney. It's tipped, Hampton races over to keep it in play. A back set to Parker, right side, down the right line, and we are tied.
Jenna Hampton has certainly been giving it her all in these last four sets.
Blossom goes down the middle, Cooper's there on the dig. Now Swanson coming down the middle, it's deflected at the net, kept up, and now here comes Parker, right side attack. Cooper with a great dig there. Now Terry down the left side, and it's able to get down through the block. Rollins trying to race after it, and now Illinois is up 23-22.
Because if they let this go too far, Illinois is certainly going to take the match.
Rollins there on the receive from the serve from Cooper. Cross-court pass over to Pritchard. And now the attack from Terry, left side. It's through the block and down. And now Illinois on match point, up 24-22. Illinois trying to pick up their first win at Rec Hall since 2014. They're on match point. Taylor Cooper from the left corner. It ricochets off of Rollins. Parker able to keep it up, and a free ball sent over by Caitlin Horde. Brown sets up Collins, taps it over, and it's down! Illinois pulls off the upset. They beat Penn State in 4 sets. 3 sets to 1, and they take set 4, 25-22.